There actually is a specific way to best taste olive oil to get the full flavor profile and to assess all of the tasting within it. So firstly, we're going to go through what is called Strippagio. So that's a specific tasting style, which actually means stripping in Italian, because you're using the specific way of tasting to help strip apart the flavors or the tasting notes in your olive oil. So blind tastings are usually done, and they're done in a blue tulip-shaped glass, just like this one, because that helps limit any bias that would be associated with the color of the oil. And many people actually don't know it, but color doesn't really have much to do in terms of the quality of an olive oil. They can range from light gold all the way to dark green. That usually just depends on the conditions in which it was grown and when it was harvested. So I can't see the color of the olive oil in here. You probably can't see much of how much is in there, but it's only about a tablespoon is what you need to be starting off with. So the first thing we're going to do after you've poured your oil is we're going to start warming it up. So you want to warm it up to close to your body temperature. And the best thing to do is also to put a lens or your hand over top of the glass so that those volatiles in the oil don't sort of escape, because that's what you're going to be wanting to smell and taste. So I'm just warming it up here in my hand, and we're going to heat it up just for a couple seconds. And then the first thing we're going to do once I remove my hand is going to be to take a couple deep inhales, because smell and taste are so closely associated with each other. We do want to get that full sensory profile of the oil. So I'm tasting an Arbequina here, and it is a mild one, so I'm not getting too much of the grassiness or bitterness with this one. Instead, it just smells nice and light, very creamy. And it's gonna sound strange, but I'm gonna take a sip, and what you're gonna wanna do is pull some air in from the corners of your mouth while keeping the oil right in front of your teeth, and it's gonna sound like an intense sort of sucking sound. So that's the Strippagio, and that's what we're gonna do first. So yeah, that's a very, very light, creamy, mild oil. Absolutely wonderful. And that method of tasting, when you strip apart those flavors, those little fine droplets of oil just coat your taste buds and your nasal membranes, so you get that full mouthfeel and that full sort of sensory profile of it. So as strange as it might seem to just be tasting pure olive oil, that is the best way to do it without any sort of bread that can kind of confuse your taste buds. You don't get that sugar or other kind of salt or fat with it. You want to really just be tasting that pure olive oil. It's the best way to assess the flavor profile, and for also you to figure out what kind of olive oil you like, if you prefer a more mild or a more robust varietal.